Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of RUW Decimation. And if you have been keeping up with the RUW Gaming YouTube channel, Alexander Kelly announced that we are heading into RUW Walking on Pins and Needles. And speaking of the next PLE, Alexander said that King Vampire will face Judas tonight in a non-title match, and if King Vampire is victorious tonight, he will choose the stipulation for his title match at Walking on Pins and Needles. However, if Judas is victorious, King Vampire will not have a title match at RUW Walking on Pins and Needles. So King Vampire needs to bring the fight against the United States Champion tonight. Okay, so King Vampire, I hope you're ready. Hope you did your research. I mean, he does have history with Judas, but I think it's been a little bit since these two have faced off. I think the last time they faced off was at RUW Viewer Discretion Advised, I think. No, it was RUW Bloodshed, because that was when they competed in the death match, and that is where Judas defeated this man right here, King Vampire, to become the RUW United States Champion. King Vampire looks ready for competition, and I hope that is the case. This is a high-stakes matchup for King Vampire. He told Alexander Kelly and the higher-ups here in RUW that he wants a rematch for the United States Championship. And Alexander Kelly, in response, gave King Vampire this match and said, all right, if you're victorious, you will get your title match at Walking on Pins and Needles. And not only that, but you will choose the stipulation for your title match at Walking on Pins and Needles. However, if Judas is victorious here tonight, then King Vampire will not get his title match at Walking on Pins and Needles. So, like I said, a high-stakes matchup for King Vampire here tonight. And here he is, the United States Champion, Judas. King Vampire wants his title back, but as I stated, a non-title match here tonight. King Vampire will have to be victorious in order to get his title match. King Vampire versus the United States Champion Judas. First match of RUW Decimation. High stakes matchup with some pretty high stipulations. And this match is now underway. King Vampire has Judas up in the fireman's carry and delivering the snake eyes in the corner. King Vampire now with the alley-oop powerbomb. He is in firm control of this match, and that is exactly what he needs. He needs to keep on the heavy offense if he plans on defeating Judas and getting his title match at RUW Walking on Pins and Needles. Oh! Judas just inadvertently took down the official as well as King Vampire. Hope the official's okay. He's like knocked out now. Oh, he just made it back to his feet. King Vampire knocked out to the outside. These two right in front of my announce table here. King Vampire, though, with a standing Spanish fly. The athleticism of King Vampire needs to be talked about every time he's in the ring. There's a third standing Spanish fly. This time on the outside of the ring. The first one connected in the ring, and the final two connected on the outside. What a power bomb by King Vampire. Official now at a count of 3. These two don't want to spend a lot of time on the outside of the ring. Oh my God, King Vampire just sent Judas right into the steps. Now Judas back inside the ring. Oh, but King Vampire has got him in position. Oh, was looking for a suplex, but Judas countered into one of his own. And now it's Judas in firm control of this match. Good Lord, what a drop kick. Now it's Judas bringing the fight to King the Vampire. What a shot right to the midsection. Probably trying to crack a couple ribs. Oh, clothesline connects in the corner, followed by a back elbow, and just sends King Vampire down. King Vampire needs to bounce back. Judas with a springboard moonsault connecting beautifully. Cover here, but only the count of one. And now Judas, look at this, repeated kicks to the face of King Vampire. He does not want King Vampire to get his title match at Walking on Pins and Needles, and now he's targeting the leg, trying to ensure that King Vampire will not get his title match. Because Judas knows how much of a threat King Vampire poses to his championship reign, because King Vampire has defeated Judas before. These two have wins against each other, multiple wins. So these two have a lot of history. We remember the last season. We remember season 3. These two just face each other about every damn week. King Vampire connecting a DDT and the cover, but only the count of 2. As I stated, he needs to keep on this heavy offense. And there he goes, connecting a knee right to the face of Judas. And now King Vampire, was looking for something, but Judas had that scouted, and now look at this, repeated knees right to the midsection. Now Judas, Irish whip on the King Vampire. There's the drop down and the leapfrog, and the Superman punch connects from almost out of nowhere, but not enough to secure a victory for the United States champion just yet. Oh, King Vampire kicked right to the face of Judas, and the Trouble in Paradise connects. Cover. But only the count of 2. Judas, though, was busted open. It appears that that Trouble in Paradise may have just got him on the forehead a little bit. King Vampire with the elbow drop. I don't think he really got all of it, or any of it. I think he miscalculated his dive, but he's still going to keep on the heavy offense on our champion here. And now King Vampire kick to the midsection, and another DDT connecting. King Vampire ascending up to the top rope yet again. He's going to try this elbow one more time, and it connects. And the cover. And that is a count of 3. King Vampire will get his United States Championship rematch at Walking on Pins and Needles. And he will have a conversation with management later today. And they will discuss the match stipulation. And Alexander Kelly, hopefully within the next day or 2, will announce the match stipulation that King Vampire has chosen. But ladies and gentlemen, the first match is in the books. King Vampire will get his championship rematch at Walking on Pins and Needles. And ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, this match is sure to be an absolute barn burner, as the former hardcore champion, the Madhouse Jackal, takes on the former RUW World Heavyweight Champion, Lucy. I can't remember if these two have ever faced off before, but I know this. Even if they have, this is sure to be one hell of a barn burner. Lucy versus the Madhouse Jackal. Second match of RUW Decimation coming up. Don't go anywhere. And here is the former and first ever RUW Hardcore champion, the Madhouse Jackal. One hell of a competitor here in RUW. Tonight, he battles a former RUW World Heavyweight Champion, Lucy. Look at Jackal, always ready for competition. He's got a head case about every damn week. Look at him walking in front of my announce table now. Jackal always ready for a fight, always ready for competition. And tonight, he takes on Lucy in the second match of RUW Decimation. This one is sure to be one hell of a fight. And there's the bell. Match is now underway. Jackal off the bat, connecting a Michinoku driver onto Lucy and taking him down with a shoulder tackle. Lucy wasn't expecting this right off the bat. And now Jackal just bringing the fight to him, tossing him across the ring. And now Jackal, stomp right to the left arm of Lucy. There he is, just picking him up and again just tossing him. I don't think Lucy was ready for this onslaught by the Madhouse Jackal here. Lucy is getting his ass handed to him right now. Cover here. Oh, not even the count of one there. Oh, Jackal out of nowhere locking in the Kimura lock. But Lucy able to quickly escape the hold. Oh, he caught Jackal Uranagi there, and now locking in the Anaconda Vice. And now Jackal, look at this, knees right to the back and able to escape the hold. And now Jackal again connecting a Michinoku driver. So Lucy's back up to his feet, taking down the Madhouse Jackal. Look at this, shots right to the face. Now Lucy, look at this. These two just trading blows here, back and forth. Bringing the fight to each other here. Look at this. Lucy though was able to get the upper hand, even though he raked the eyes. Little cheating tactic, connecting the cutter there. But only the count of two. That was like 2.5. Close victory for Lucy there. And now he's measuring the Madhouse and connecting the Fallen Angel and the cover. No! Only the count of two for Lucy yet again. Jackal has a lot of fight in him. Jackal has a lot of resiliency. And now look at this. Lucy calling for the Madhouse to make it back to his feet. And now Lucy with the crossbody from the top rope, diving right to the outside, taking out the Madhouse Jackal. Now Lucy sending Jackal over to the corner of the barricade. And now look at this, taunting the crowd. Beautiful camera shot from our producers in the back. Jackal answering back, kick right to the midsection. Lucy though has him up. And now the snake eyes on the barricade. There's a close view for you. You can see the blood on the forehead. That snake eyes may have just cut Jackal clean open. And now Lucy, still in firm control of this match, has got the Madhouse up against the ropes. Now look at this. Lucy with the cutter, sending him down. Now Lucy ascending up to the top rope and delivering the coup de grace. Double feet right to the midsection of the Madhouse. And that is a victory for Lucy. UFC able to pick up an impressive victory over the Madhouse Jackal here tonight. And what a win. Lucy, I believe, has been on a winning streak recently. And that's good for him. Building himself up in the rankings. Probably wanting to get that world championship back, which is currently being held by the nemesis James Taylor. Alexander Kelly's out of action, and the title was vacant until Alexander Kelly made a triple threat match involving James Taylor, this man right here, and a man competing up next, Chris Nitro. That took place last week. You can go check that out on the RUW Gaming YouTube channel. And James Taylor was ultimately victorious, where Alexander Kelly joined in on commentary to call that main event match. And man, what a match that was. But ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, the RUW World Tag Team Champions, Chris Nitro and Lumberjack, will be in action up next as they battle the team of the RUW Intercontinental Champion, the Assassin Mark Jones and JT. Mark Jones and JT, you know, JT wants the Intercontinental Championship, and Mark Jones plans on keeping it. But we are going to see if they can coexist as they battle the Tag Team Champions coming up next. Non-title match. And here come the champions. Chris Nitro and Lumberjack. And here they are. There you can see Chris Nitro with the Hardcore Championship around his waist. And Lumberjack has the RUW World Tag Team Championship around his waist. This is the first title that Lumberjack has ever held here in RUW. Chris Nitro is the current triple champion in RUW. The Hardcore Champion, the Internet Champion, and one half of the World Tag Team Champions. Chris Nitro's just about got it all in this company. These two gel really well together as a pairing. Hence why they are I'm so sorry. Hence why they are the World Tag Team Champions. Excuse me a minute. Oh, I'm good. Got to get a drink of my Dr. Pepper Zero and then we'll be good. But here is the first of their opponents. The Intercontinental Champion, the Assassin, Mark Jones, the second ever Intercontinental Champion here in RUW. And here is Mark Jones' tag team partner, a man who wants Mark Jones' championship, JT. If I'm Mark Jones, all right, even though this is a tag team match, I would not be trusting his tag team partner tonight. JT wants his championship, and Mark Jones, obviously not going to let that happen. But tonight, we are going to see if they can coexist as a tag team as they battle the World Tag Team Champions. And it looks like Lumberjack will be starting things off with the assassin, Mark Jones. And the bell sounds. Mark Jones has a hold of Lumberjack and just sending him into the corner. And now Mark, oh, look at this, just tying the left arm up in the ropes. It's smart of Mark Jones to target the limbs. There he goes, doing it yet again. Oh, shot right to the face, and another one. And third time's the charm. Lumberjack down. Mark Jones makes the tag to JT. Now Lumberjack. Oh, scoop slam connecting onto JT here. Oh, and a stomp right to the face. Oh, but JT entering back in this contest against Lumberjack, applying the headlock and going upside down with it. Great athleticism being displayed by JT here. Now it's JT targeting the arms. JT tagging Mark Jones back in the match. And Mark Jones taking out Chris Nitro. Oh, but the ref holding back Mark Jones. Mark was probably looking to take out Lumberjack on the outside, but because the ref got in the way of Mark Jones, Mark unable to successfully deliver the dive, and Mark is certainly not going to be happy about that. Taking down Lumberjack, and a kick connects right to the chest, knocking the wind out of Lumberjack here, and the cover, but only the count of one for the assassin Mark Jones. And now Mark, oh, stomp right to the face on Lumberjack, and Mark making the tag to JT yet again. But now Lumberjack, Irish whip onto JT, drop down, and the leapfrog. And now Lumberjack, Lou Des press connecting onto JT here, and the cover. But only the count of two for Lumberjack. Now Lumberjack got JT up on his right shoulder and sending him down with a neck breaker. Oh, was looking for a knee drop right to the face, but JT had that one scouted. And that was JT bringing the fight to Lumberjack here. Repeated strikes and the jumping DDT connects. JT fired up. Lumberjack makes the tag to Chris Nitro. Oh, Chris with a flying forearm, able to take down JT. And now it's Chris delivering these heavy strikes. And now Chris Nitro. Oh, look at this. Putting JT into the tree of woe position there. Oh, JT with a kick right to the face. Able to get out of it. But Chris, Irish whip. Oh, there's the inverted atomic drop and followed up with the body splash. And the cover. Oh, only the count of one for Chris Nitro. Kind of a lackadaisical cover on the part of Chris Nitro. And now Chris with a springboard leg drop connecting. And a cover. If I were Chris Nitro, I would start hooking the leg. Because it's a no wonder JT's able to kick out so easily. Chris Nitro making the tag to Lumberjack. The tag team champions working well in this match. Lumberjack getting JT up. Repeated strikes. And again has JT up on his shoulder and sending him down with yet another neck breaker. Now Lumberjack sending JT into the corner there. Oh, but JT answering back with an elbow. Oh, but now it's Lumberjack answering back with these strikes. Has JT up and connecting the fall-away slam. Now JT just crawling over to the corner, but again, Lumberjack still in control of this match. Look at this. Lumberjack just stomping away on the chest. And now Lumberjack making the tag to Chris Nitro here. And now Chris Nitro with the springboard moonsault. Jumping right off the top rope. Cover. But only the count of 2 for Chris Nitro. Mark was going to get in there and make the save, but thankfully JT was able to kick out. Chris with the Swanton Bomb, connecting onto JT and the cover. No, only the count of 2. But Chris looking to put the finishing touches on this match. Has JT up in the fireman's carry. Oh, JT able to get out of it and connecting a Northern Lights suplex. Now JT sending Chris into the corner. Oh, Mark delivered a shot. Probably ruined JT's plans. JT certainly not going to be happy about that. And now JT tagging in Mark Jones. Are we about to see a double team maneuver? These two. Oh, double elbows connecting to Chris Nitro. Mark Jones is now the legal competitor for his team. But Chris bringing the fight to him. Oh, shot right to the face. But Mark right back up. And connecting a snap suplex onto Chris Nitro. And a knee right to the side of the face. And now Chris with the springboard crossbody. Oh, Mark answering back. Oh, but Chris answering back. And now Chris Nitro sending Mark Jones into the corner. And now look at this. Tying the left arm between the ropes. Oh, and a forearm right to the jaw of the assassin Mark Jones. And now the powerbomb connects. Chris Nitro in firm control of this match. Cover. Only the count of 2 though on the Mark Jones. Oh, but Chris looking to finish this contest. Oh, but Mark is trying to fight it off. Look at this. Shots right to the midsection of Chris Nitro. Oh, but Chris fighting back against Mark Jones. This is just a back and forth tag team match we are witnessing here. Double team move incoming from Chris Nitro, and Lumberjack double shoulder tackle connects onto the assassin Mark Jones. Mark just is trying to make the tag to JT, but Lumberjack not allowing that to happen, but only the count of 1. Lumberjack sending Mark. Oh, they just collided into each other. Oh my God! Mark connecting the super kick right to the jaw of Lumberjack from out of nowhere, but unable to give him the victory just yet. Mark Jones sending Chris Nitro over the top rope and to the outside, but Mark needs to focus on Lumberjack here. He's focusing on the wrong competitor. And now Mark Jones and Lumberjack back inside the ring. Mark taking out Chris Nitro. Mark, Irish whip. There's the leapfrog. And the drop down, and Mark connecting a V-trigger. Uh-oh, Mark going over to the corner. We know what he's thinking. Hidden blade connects. Cover. No, still not enough for a victory. What does Mark Jones have to do to Lumberjack here? Oh, Lumberjack answering back. And able to take Mark down with a clothesline to the back of the neck. Cover here. Oh, only the count of 1 for Lumberjack. Oh, and Lumberjack, look at this, just breaking away on the face of Mark Jones. And now Lumberjack makes the tag to Chris Nitro. Chris Nitro, Irish whip. Oh, had taken Mark Jones down with a spinning sleeper slam that looked like. Mark crawling over to the corner. Chris Nitro feeding off the energy from the crowd. And Mark makes the tag to JT. But Chris connecting the X Factor. Now Chris off the ropes and connecting the body splash to JT. Cover. Only the count of one there. Now Chris Nitro, springboard moonsault. Oh no! He had it miscalculated. JT was just a little too far away. JT capitalizing, connecting the super kick, and tagging Mark Jones back into the match. Chris is down. He is out. Mark, cover. But Lumberjack makes the save at the count of one. But Mark is going to take care of that problem. Ripcord knee right to the face of Lumberjack. Lumberjack rolling out of the ring. Chris, though, has Mark Jones up and sending him first off the top rope. Oh, but Mark right back up to his feet. These two just back and forth here. Mark Jones has a hold of Chris Nitro. And now Mark delivering a blow right to the back of the neck. Mark feeding off the energy from the crowd. Chris makes the tag to Lumberjack. Oh, but Lumberjack got taken down by Mark Jones. And now Mark, forearm right to the face of Chris Nitro. And connecting one to Lumberjack as well. And now Mark, look at this. Just targeting the right leg, twisting at the ankle and the knee of Lumberjack there. Now has him in position for a suplex, and it connects. And now Mark making the tag to JT yet again. Oh, but Lumberjack has a hold of JT and connecting the fall-away slam. What a tag team match this is, ladies and gentlemen. Lumberjack kicks to the midsection of JT and a clothesline. And now Lumberjack stomp right to the face. And now making the tag to Chris Nitro. Oh, JT was looking for a drop kick, but Chris connecting the springboard crossbody. But still not enough for a victory, only the count of two. JT crawling over to the corner and making the tag to Mark Jones. And Mark with the single leg drop kick. And now the cover. Oh, only the count of one for Mark Jones. And now getting Chris back up. Mark, Irish whip. Oh, was looking for that super kick. Chris had it scouted, sending Mark off the ropes. Oh, Chris was looking for that enziguri, but it's Mark who had that scouted. These two just back and forth in this tag team match. And now Mark sending Chris into the corner, makes the tag to JT. Double team move coming up. Bam! Boot right to the face after Mark delivers the snapmare onto Chris Nitro. And now JT taking advantage of the double team move. Oh, but Chris answering back. Got JT up in the fireman's carry and connecting the breakdown and the cover. But Mark is not even going to make the save for JT here. He's just going to let JT take the fall. Chris Nitro and Lumberjack victorious in this tag team match. Mark Jones didn't even make the save for JT. Maybe there's still some bad blood there. But the World Tag Team Champions, Chris Nitro and Lumberjack, victorious in this match. But ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, it is main event time. Swamp Man wants to prove that he has what it takes to be a top star in this industry. Well, tonight, he has a chance to prove that as he battles the nemesis, James Taylor, the RUW World Heavyweight Champion and the Tournament of Hardcore Champion. Main event coming up next. Swamp Man battles the nemesis James Taylor. And here he is. There you can see the Tournament of Hardcore Championship in his hands and the World Heavyweight Championship around his waist. The insurance policy for the General Manager, Alexander Kelly, making his way down to the ring. With Alexander currently out of action, he wanted to make sure that the World Heavyweight Championship and the Tournament of Hardcore Championship were in good hands. And if Alexander Kelly says so, I guess the titles are in good hands if they are being held by the nemesis, James Taylor. Alexander Kelly certainly happy to see James Taylor as the man at the top of the mountain. But here is his opponent, a man who wants to prove that he belongs with the top stars. We are going to see if he is ready. We're going to see if he can prove that he says he belongs with the top stars. But he's in there with the nemesis James Taylor, like a man who's at the top of the top. Like, Swamp Man, are you sure this is who you want to be facing? Are you sure that the World Heavyweight Champion is the man you want to be facing? Swamp Man's got a tall task ahead of him. He seriously needs to bring the fight. The nemesis James Taylor versus Swamp Man. Main event of RUW Decimation coming up. And there is the bell. James connecting a clothesline right off the bat. And now has Swamp Man hooked for a neck breaker. I told you Swamp Man had a tall task ahead of him. But now he's trying to fight back as much as he can, locking in the Billy Goat's Curse submission hold on the nemesis James Taylor, but James quickly able to break it. And now Swamp Man connecting a swinging neck breaker. Maybe Swamp Man does have a chance. He just needs to keep on this heavy offense, but James got out of the way of the knee drop to the face and sending Swamp Man right into the official. Come on now, James. Now, he's got Swamp Man in the corner, and there's the shoulder tackles to the midsection. And now James breaking the boot up against the face of Swamp Man here. James in firm control of this match. Cover. Oh, only the count of one for James Taylor, though, in the early goings of this match. Swamp Man crawling underneath the apron, trying to catch a breather. But James on the outside of the ring. Now both these men inside the ring. I don't know what all that was, but it is what it is. James connecting a body slam. And now James, knee right to the face. And now just sending a very clear message to Swamp Man saying, you don't belong with the top stars. You will never get close to the top of the mountain. That's what James Taylor's telling Swamp Man right now. Look at this. James just bringing the beating to Swamp Man here. And look at this. More rakes to the face from his boot. And the cover. But again, only the count of 1. But Swamp Man, connecting the German suplex onto James Taylor here. And now the backbreaker. Swamp Man needs to do anything and everything he can to try and defeat the nemesis James Taylor, connecting the clothesline and a second one. And now Swamp Man connecting the power slam. Cover onto James Taylor. But only the count of 2 for Swamp Man. And now Swamp Man again connecting a swinging neck breaker. And a stomp to the right arm connects. And now it's Swamp Man bringing the beating to James Taylor. This is exactly what he needs to do. Look at this, just cranking away at the head and neck of the nemesis James Taylor. Swamp Man is just trying to pick apart James Taylor here. If I were Swamp Man, I would go for a big time move. Was looking for a super kick, but James had it scouted. And now James sending Swamp Man in the corner, connecting the clothesline. And now Swamp Man rolling out of the ring, going to try to catch a breather. James ascending up to the top rope and connecting the splash on the outside. James Taylor is in firm control of this match at the moment. James was probably looking for a spine buster, but Swamp Man fighting back, sending James back inside the ring. Swamp Man taking a hike on the outside of the ring. The ref telling him to get back in, and he does. And now Swamp Man connecting the neck breaker. And now Swamp Man measuring James, and a stomp right to the face. But James answering back. Just when Swamp Man has a chance, there's James Taylor fighting back in this contest. And now James connecting a clothesline, taking down Swamp Man. And now measuring his opponent here. And James connecting the stunner and the cover. No! Swamp Man able to get the shoulder up at the count of 2. And now James going up top, calling for Swamp Man to make it back to his feet. What's James Taylor thinking here? Clothesline from the top. And look at this, James feeding off the energy from the crowd. And now James, repeated shots right to the face of Swamp Man. James is just absolutely bringing the beating to Swamp Man here. Stomp right to the midsection. And now look at this, James stomps right to the back. He has a hold of that wrist. And now James is just torturing his opponent here, wrenching back at the fingers. Look at this. And now both these men rolling to the outside. But it's James currently in firm control of this match. German suplex connects right in front of my announce table. Now James getting Swamp Man back up. Got him up on his shoulder and connecting the snake eyes on the ring apron. And now, Swamp Man able to counter and sending James Taylor right into the steel steps. And now both these men inside the ring now. Swamp Man has a hold of the wrist of James Taylor, kicks right to the midsection, and a clothesline takes him down. And now Swamp Man dropping the elbow on the back and the cover. But only the count of 2 for Swamp Man. He needs to keep on this heavy offense, and he's doing just that at the moment. Looking to finish off James Taylor here. Kick to the midsection and connecting the X Factor and the cover. But again, still only the count of 2. And now Swamp Man is going to go up to the top rope. What's he looking for here? Elbow drop, connecting onto James Taylor. And now Swamp Man dropping the knee on the face. Now James rolling underneath the apron, pulling himself up. Now both these men inside the ring. Oh, James answering back with an elbow to the face. And now sending Swamp Man into the corner. Got him seated on the top rope. I think I know what James Taylor is looking for here. Feeding off the crowd. And now James leaping up to the top rope. What athleticism. And now James connecting the superplex. Knocking the wind right out of Swamp Man here. And now James measuring Swamp Man. And there's the stunner and the cover. And that is a win for the Nemesis James Taylor. Hey, Swamp Man brought the fight. So if I say so myself, maybe Swamp Man does belong with the top stars. Maybe Swamp Man does belong in the big leagues. But James Taylor ultimately victorious. But man, Swamp Man really did bring the fight to the Nemesis James Taylor. James Taylor didn't just beat Swamp Man here. James Taylor survived Swamp Man. But ladies and gentlemen, that'll just about do it for another episode of RUW Decimation. I was your commentator for the evening, Alex Black. Join us next week for another episode of Decimation, and join us later this month for RUW Walking on Pins and Needles. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, and we will catch y'all next Thursday for another episode of RUW Decimation. Deuces.